What's up everyone, how's it going? So we all know that this month's Battlefront 2 update is going to be the biggest one yet. There's just so much content coming. We got Felucia for capital supremacy, the new instant action mode, which is pretty much conquest from the original Battlefront for offline players, and also a new PvE co-op mode, and of course none other than the Clone Commandos. So why am I so excited for these guys? Well, that's actually the whole topic of today's video. So to start off, I've been wanting the Republic Commandos to come into this game for quite a long time now, and I'd always said that they should be paired with the Droid Commandos. I mean, I just felt like it would make the most sense. And as we all know, those were added just a few months back, but they were actually being paired with the ARC Trooper, which really surprised me, honestly. I wasn't expecting those guys, especially not with the dual-wielding blasters. But at that point, I still had some hope for these clones to arrive in this game at some point. But why am I so excited for them? Well, first off, we just gotta look at them. I kind of like the all clean white appearance they have going on. Now, personally, I think it is a little bland. That's just me being honest. I think it would be really cool to add some new skins, like a matte black version, or even some Delta Squad skins. I know some people, they either really would want that, or some people are like, no, that just wouldn't make sense at all. But I feel like if it's just a skin, it is okay. But I think the white looks good, but I feel like it'd get old pretty quickly. So luckily, we do know that in the next few months, we are going to be getting new skins for reinforcements. Now, we don't know what reinforcements those will be for. We do know that the Droid Commando did get a few skins leaked with this latest update, and there's like a training skin and also a commander one, I think it's called. I can't really remember. I'll put the pictures up on the screen right now, and they look pretty cool. So hopefully we can get some Republic Commando skins as well, which I think is pretty likely to happen at some point. But I was watching a lot of the Game Changers videos last night, and something I noticed most of them talk about is the fact about how unique they are in Battlefront 2 in terms of how they play. So they say these guys don't play like every other class or trooper in the game, and instead feel like a really special unit. And I think the main reason this is because of their main weapon, the DC-17M. Now, this weapon is pretty unique considering the fact that it is actually interchangeable into a grenade launcher. Now, my only request is that they speed up the animation between reloading the grenades just a bit, because I was watching the gameplay and it was actually, I believe, in the offline co-op. And I would notice that whenever they reloaded their grenade launcher, it took quite a few seconds. And while it won't seem as much like on paper, whenever you watch the gameplay, you notice how they look very vulnerable. And if you're using these guys in an online match, I feel like you're just going to get toasted at that point, because there's pretty much nothing you can do. So my request is that they speed up the animation just a little bit, but other than that, they look really good. And another really cool aspect about this blaster is the fact that it actually uses ammo. Well, sort of, and as we all know, the blasters in this game use a cooldown function as a way to kind of reload, but with these, they really stay true to how the original gun works in the old Republic Commando game back in 2005, and they have a certain amount of bullets or blaster shots, I don't know the correct term for it, but they actually have a certain amount of those in each magazine before you have to reload, so there's no cooldown. So after you shoot a few, you're stuck with whatever's left. There's not more that come in, kind of like how the normal blasters work. And the animation for this actually looks spot on. I'll put it up on the screen right here. You can see they really took inspiration from how they played in the original game with this. And honestly, I don't see any difference with the animations at all. And now let's talk about their melee. Now, they actually use their vibro blade for a melee, and that's just one extra thing that makes these guys a little bit more unique than the other troopers. It's kind of like how the Droid Commando works with their vibro sword, except this melee attack on the Clone Commando looks very weak. I heard it takes like 10 shots to actually kill a normal trooper. So as always, this is actually just pre-release content that the Game Changers were able to play. So there's still a little bit of touching up to do with these guys. So nothing is final, but I'm hoping they make it to where maybe 2, maybe 3 hits with the vibro blade is actually enough to take out a normal trooper. I think that's a pretty fair amount. Maybe that's a little bit too much or too little. I have no idea. Go ahead, let me know in the comments down below. But those are just the main reasons why I think these guys are so unique. Now, one extra thing I would love for them to add is actually a first-person mode, not only just to the Clone Commandos, but to every reinforcement. Unfortunately, it's not looking like that's going to happen, as Ben Walk, the community manager for this game, actually stated, saying that it might just not be worth the effort it would take to actually make the whole heads-up display and the actual ability to be able to play first-person as the Republic Commando. But that's really the only downside to these guys. Other than that, I cannot wait for September. This update releases September 25th, I believe, is what their target is. So that's just a few weeks away. We got about 3 or maybe even 4 weeks until this update releases. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. Let me know down below what you guys think about the Republic Commandos. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, be sure and leave a like. And if you're new, subscribe for more Star Wars news, gameplay, and more. And I'll hopefully see you in the next one.